This isn't the game where Riga had a coast in the Black Sea, but didn't control Riga. That was hilarious. Yeah, that was in the Mysore game? I mean, actually, the Riga in that looked quite a lot like this Livonian Order. But they owned all of this, all the way down to the Black Sea, but not Riga itself. Yeah, I know Belgium's still under siege. I've got these two armies on the way back. Austria's seen me coming. They fought me before. They know not to stick around. Saxon is over. Let's go back for Vienna. Yep. Austria's like, nope, I'm out. Not doing that again. We'll deal with them later. The one thing I don't have over there is naval superiority, which actually I could send my heavies now to go and fight Ming. And you know what? I would quite like to destroy Ming's heavies. Austria's finally on medium. Apparently they don't like being sieged down. Yeah, let's go fight Ming. Ooh, Ottomans are in that war too. You're up against Prussia, Britain, and Tuscany. Tuscany is also quite strong. Who are you fighting? Lübeck, Riga. Wait, you're on my war? I never called you in. Did you intervene? The Ottomans must have intervened. Oh, that's hilarious. Ha! That reminds you, in your game, Ming exploded so hard. I'm jealous. See you, fishy. Exploding Ming is always fun. Got you. And your infantry-only army. Stack wipe. Just straight up stack wipe. Also, you're fighting me here. With another stack wipe. Yep. Austria just got schooled. And suddenly my side outnumbers their side. Oh right, yeah, because of the Ottomans too. That's the thing. So, Riga, you have fought well. You may leave. Leave me some money on your way out. Or don't, that's fine too. What about becoming Protestant? No. Trade? No. War reps? Nope. Okay, fine. Who else? Württemberg. Need to wait a couple of days for my diplomat to get back. Württemberg doesn't actually want out. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not fighting France. Other people are fighting France. Although I seem to have gotten exiled fighting Austria here. They must have cancelled their access as soon as that happened. Unfortunate passing of Jeroen Brouwer forces us to hold a premature election. Both the Statists and the Orangists have put forwards a candidate. So we are really quite far towards the Orangists right now. That's a really good Orangist ruler too. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points versus 7, 8, 9. The Orangist. 5, 4, 4. Willem from Oranje. It's the main man himself. Okay, we can't lose. 46-year-old Willem from Oranje. GG game. GG. Ming is so close to piecing out. Where's my navy? While all of this is going on, I need to keep tabs of where my battle fleet is. The French fighting the Tuscans. You know what? The Tuscan fleet should be pretty good. Willem from Oranje is an inspiring leader. Damn right he is. And also, I have infinite money again. Yep, we will build a manufactory there. We will build both of those. We will upgrade your fort. Zzz. And also I'll give you a free fort in each of your gold provinces. And each of mine. And cathedral. I don't think I'm... Well, these are just upgrades. Sure, we'll do the upgrades. In fact, if there's a -1, that means you've already got something there. Universities? There's a lot of places I could do with the university, but I'm not going to bother with those, I don't think. Stock exchange? No, because that's going to give you more trade. I don't want to do that. Your manpower and force limit stuff is already at the maximum. I could totally get more shipyards. In fact, it would seem that there's a bunch of places which already have them. So I must have spanned them out one point in the past. Let's get some more. What's my naval force limit at this point? 866. I'm still under it without maritime. Fort in London, still coring. Cusco's joined the coalition. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to have an absolutely hideous coalition after this. I'm also not particularly surprised by this fact. You're trying to take Prague back again. I'd kind of prefer you didn't. Just killed Liège's rebels. Fine. Whatever. Set a diplomat to threatened nations? No, I don't have any free diplomats. I'm still spy networking against Austria. I still want to kill their diplo power. No, I'm aware I have a spare merchant. Actually, I can put you in the Rhineland again, because that's where you were from. And colonial. We only have 4 colonies. That is unacceptable. Need to have 7. Minimum. Colonize all the things. Much better. Cusco's been in and out of coalitions. They can't make up their mind whether they want to stay or not. Lucrative trade. I'm going to take the 20 Diplo, thank you so much. No, I'm still going to wait on the admin. Memmingen, low again. That's Bortenburg. Where's Memmingen? That's Lorraine. There you are. You want out. And we've taken Vienna. Right, I think that I need to move my armies ready to attack Prague. Where's my 3rd stack? Where is my 3rd stack? I've lost an army. 1, 2... Oh, you're up there. Why are you up there? You're about to get into a scuffle, so are you. Let's do some shift consolidates. We're actually catching their army split in half. And I'm hitting them with half of my army, and my half of the army is much, much bigger. In fact, they did reinforce, but we're kicking their ass. 90,000! Just infantry! What are you doing, AI? Stop! Ming is finally on low. But before I do that, I really want to hunt down and destroy their battle fleet. Or their war fleet. Where are they, I wonder? That's their transports. That's their other transports. We actually managed to land in India. It's quite impressive. Although piecing out India would mean that my eastern assets are no longer being sieged down. Oh, they've gained some war score. Oh, enthusiasm, rather. Debate in Emden. Ostfriesland is one of the central provinces forming the backbone of our union, and the representatives' opinions are valued by the States General. Recent developments in Emden have favoured the opposition, leading to questions on which of the local faction we should seek to support. So we can make the Statists more powerful, or the Orangists. This is the first event I've had affecting this in a really long time. So supporting the Orangists is slightly unpopular. I'll go with the Statists then. Fine. Those events need to be far more frequent. Our vassal smugglers. Everyone gains Liberty Desire. You know what? That's actually kind of expensive for me to replace, so no, I'm going to say stop. Cut it out! Ming's on low again. Austria's still high. Bafflingly. Has my navy arrived yet? Ooh, almost. Where are you? Nope, that's transports. Oh, there was a navy up here, but I didn't see what they were. I just want to spend a month here just so I can get the repairs. Thank you. Well, hopefully I can provoke them by attacking their transport fleet, which is about to get smashed by my minions' fleets. Come on, Ming, where's your war fleet? Run away. There they are. That's a lot of galleys. You are one Diplo behind me. Do I really want to go fight your galleys? What is Ming's naval tradition? Well, I have to be careful here because I don't have any of the naval abilities. My morale is 7 to their 5. My durability is 5 to their 20. They have a lot of durability. They have the decree in place. Because of the 100 galleys, I'm a little bit reluctant. I think I'm just going to piece them out, and we will have to go after Ming themselves sometime in the future. Bye, Ming. And suddenly Lübeck's on 84%. They're like, The Dutch just beat China, and Britain, and Scandinavia. Might be a bit of trouble. Maybe. Just a bit. Help. Sneaky Austria going for New Zealand. It is, however, going to take my diplomat quite a long time to get back. Spinning Jenny. Oh, we got the next one as well. Awesome. A major limitation for the weaving productivity has been the rate at which thread can be spun. Even before the introduction of the flying shuttle, one weaver required 4 spinners to service him. To overcome this hurdle, Jacob von Swieten, an inventor von Utrecht, has devised a machine allowing one worker to do the work of many spinners. Together with the flying shuttle, this machine promises to greatly improve the efficiency of weaving in the near future. What do I want from Austria? Actually nothing. Well, I could do with breaking them apart a bit. Just to weaken them so I don't need to go through this every single time I fight them. Oh, yes. Boom. +5 discipline. New policies available. Recover morale speed. What policies can I get? Artillery ability. Yes, please. And land leader fire? Yes, please. And +20% trade efficiency? Yes, please. Am I going to give things to the Ottomans? I'm kind of happy with how the Ottomans are looking right now. I don't want to buff them up too much either. I think I'm just going to try and spit some countries out of Austria. Another month. Now we're getting a call for peace, though. Well, let me go and kill this army first of all. Trading in salt! Land maintenance modifier goes down. Denied! Austria's on low. I can now piece Austria out. Right, so. Do you have any treaties I want you to annul? Well, the one you have with Great Britain I kind of do. And I would also very much like you to release some nations. Serbia's quite... Well, Ottomans are just going to gobble Serbia up. Transylvania would be a good one to release. I'm going to force you to release Transylvania. And that is exactly the number of war score. Bing. Right. So now it's just Savoy and Württemberg, but I'm pretty sure that I can get what I want from Lübeck at this point. Oh, yeah, I should have got them to break their alliance with Ming. Oh well. Maybe I'll just have to get Ming to break their alliance with Austria. Well, I was going to say I'm fairly sure that Austria wouldn't join the war against... wouldn't join Ming in a war against me in the future, but we'll have to see whether that's true. Württemberg wants out. Well, no, at this point I think I can just piece you out. Yep, that gets me everything I want. Slightly irritate some of the other powers around. And there we are. Monetary reforms. Loses stability or gain inflation. Well, I hate losing stability, especially at this stage. How much does it actually cost to replace? You're not going to show me. What is my inflation? It's only 3. Sod it. Yeah, it's still kind of expensive, so we'll just leave it at level 2. It's fine. New idea. No, I need to start coring first of all. Click, click. That was actually a heck of a lot cheaper than I expected. So, go ahead. Prestige decay. Boom. And yes, I would love to have a royal marriage with Brunswick. And there we are. So I now control 77% of Lübeck, and we are pushing forwards 420 money. And then English Channel is now worth 693. I have reduced England's claiming of that by 100. I am now earning 1.1 thousand per month. And in fact, I could up that quite significantly. Right, I need to call you. No, wait, you've been called. Oh, you need to be stated. Yes, that's a thing too. Yes, I will state you. And you can't yet because Lauenburg's not called. Spain is no longer a valid rival. London still being called. And then Bremen. Upgrade, upgrade. So you're now a world center of trade thing. All of the cathedrals just got built. All of the grand shipyards just got built. Scandinavia's taking a pretty penny from here. Prussia's taking a fair bit. Prussia's amount I can live with, especially as they're, you know, allied. And I can once again build trade thingies. My army tradition is 78. I am not getting the fully maintained forts modifier? Really? And I'm getting a bunch of investments from the townships. So my DK should be quite slow. I really need to get some professionalism before the next war. And just generally get some manpower back. Also kill a bunch of rebels. Yeah, that's one thing I can start doing, is you successfully survived. Let's start going after the rebels. Merchants are all being used. You guys are all heading home. I will need to start replacing the mercenary troops there with regular troops. And also trade companies. I want to make sure I have all the townships now that I have a silly amount of money to afford them. Although I think I'd already built them all. And yes, I would love to have the ship cost reduction as well everywhere. Because why not? The tax modifiers don't seem to make much sense to me, though. They don't make much tax. Ship costs. Everything else we've already got. Then Kutak. Build that. Trade steering, yeah, we definitely want that. I didn't have trade steering in Bengal yet. That was a mistake. Oh wow, this place hasn't got anything. Right, because I actually relatively only recently took it. And it's going to be the same thing here. I mean, the dev cost, I guess, would be good. And with that, I've actually just spent 11 grand. Where's Bengal? It's Kutak here. This area. Oh, you mean what happened to Bengal? They became Arakan. In fact, wasn't Malwa the majority of India for a long time? That was in this game, I'm pretty sure. Okay, you have made it home. Native assimilation. I think I'm just going to wait another month or two just to get all the money together. I love the fact of making 1.2 grand a month. That's kind of insane. Right, you. I'm going to split out your infantry and move you up there. I'm then going to tell you to form up with large standard. And the reason for that is because I know some of the mercenary infantry gets disbanded when there's 0 manpower left in those units. This one did not suffer from that, but this one did. They've lost 10,000. So I'm going to merge you together. I'm going to say spit out large standard merc. And then you lot can be disbanded. So we're maintaining 2 full stacks here. We're building another stack here. And then these guys can just start drilling. You need a general. Your general had in fact died. Right, where are we up to? This is going to be Steckle. Absolutely acceptable. You may begin drilling. Estates are angry. Yeah, that's going to be the Burkers. Don't really care. I mean, I care. There's just not much I can do about it. Crush the rebels. Rebels are crushed. And transports. Let's go pick them up because the fort will retake that. I should also be in a position to start getting these again. Production and trade. Production and goods. Sailors. Those have already got it. These don't. Lucas. Already have it. You've already got it. These guys already have. Philippines? Oh, no, they don't have the trade. Now they do. Ah, you're missing everything, and then probably Taiwan as well. Yep. Okay, that can be arranged. Hey, Steckle! Got here when your name was used. Yes, you did. Alright, Colonial Company goes bankrupt. Oh no, 50 ducats. Whatever am I going to do? Ah. Is that believable enough? Are you really going to just sit here taking attrition? I mean, that seems a little bit silly. And here's the last of the infantry required to make you a full stack. Good, so professionalism should start to rise rather rapidly. My naval force limit is now 1,000. Again, no maritime, no naval. And we have almost 300,000 regular troops. We could probably do with another stack, but again, very much dependent on manpower. And this fort is about to fall, so let's go and stop that happening. Have some trade embargoes to clean up. That's with Britain, and I want to maintain that. And Spain, for that matter, because that's going to be in the Caribbean. Trade steering in the Philippines, 100% I want that. Ship costs, yes please. I really need to have a better UI for this. No. Austria wanted some land back. That's not gonna happen. Don't be silly. I can state and upgrade London. So I can. Huzzah! State. Add. Trade. Trade. And fort. Can't afford the fort. Next month. Extreme monsoon in central Java. Oh, well. Should probably be watching that fight. Yeah, I should be watching that fight. We're good. And then after this, I think we've just got the one set of rebels up in the Philippines, and then we are here, and then we're done. And fort upgrade. We still have 1,000 that we can spend on you, I think it was. For the harbour. And then you. Next month. London fought a port. It kind of is, technically. Nassau has left the coalition. Yeah, I should probably... Let's have a look at our coalition map mode. This should be a good laugh. Oh, that's actually kind of disappointing. I was expecting it to be half the world, but it wasn't. Oh well. I have to try harder. Need these two still. Senna, where's that? Africa. Oh dear. So if you fight them... I just noticed there's no forts here. That's going to have to be fixed. Next month. In fact, there's a bunch of places up here with no forts. Sod it. I want to do this thing first. Manpower and sailors. The next month we're going to get the troops and sailors and manpower. Yeah, now my sailor income is looking rather more healthy. Pay people to be in a coalition against us. Well, it's not something I exactly want to promote. It's just a thing that happens to be. Yeah, I'm going to need to fiddle around with development and stuff when I get to those. I'll do that next time, though. Let me just double check one thing. Alright. Well, I'm going to call this stream here because it's 9 o'clock and I'm getting bloody hungry. My stomach's been rumbling for a while. So thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this, then do consider subscribing. It helps the channel out and lets me do more of this kind of content. If you want to support the channel in other ways, check out my Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking. I have a YouTube channel where this series is being uploaded, so if you have missed the beginning of how I have made this ridiculous amount of money, then go over there and find it, because it's happening. I also have a Discord, which Dark Engineer has just posted up. A bit of a race going on there. At the Discord, that's where I hang out, so where the community hangs out. They're a very cool bunch. They know an awful lot about games. And it would be lovely to see some more of you there as well. So join us. Join the dark side. I am going to call this one here. I will be back in an hour. I will be streaming some more of the Japan game, where we are in the process of murderizing Ming. Because that's fun to do. In fact, Ming is mostly murdered, so we're going to be going after some others, including Russia. We're rivals with them, and they're very, very close, and I don't like that. So, 1 hour's time, we'll be doing some more EU4 here with Japan, because they're fun. Anyway, I'll see you then. Bye, everyone.